Okay, so here we are, just walking along Lawrence East, going westbound on Lawrence, just after Underhill. And we're going to go down here to the Charles Saurial, which I probably just messed that up, conservation area. Sorry, Charles. But this is a really interesting walk. And I don't think I'm going to do a lot of talking during this walk. I think it'd be better for you to kind of get the feel of the walk itself. You will get an idea that you will just be right away from the city very quickly. Now, there is a little bit of parking, enough for 1, 2, 3, 4 cars here. Myself, I took the bus, the Lawrence 54, which will get you right down here. You just get off at Underhill and then walk west on the south side and you'll get to here. As you can see, it gets pretty green right away. Apparently you can drive down here right now. Usually in the past has been no cars. But we'll get to a point where there definitely won't be any cars because it'll be walking trails only. Just want to give you an idea of how far we already feel like we're out of that. So we'll come back now. Just to give you an idea of what's around me. I try not to get people into the shots. If they do, they do, but I try to respect some privacy. Okay, let's see what this sign says. I like doing the signs. So a little distressed here with the sign, but Milne House was the family homestead of the Milne family, and can't make that out, all to 1872 I think. It is one of the oldest examples of frame Gothic architecture in the city of Toronto. Plans are underway to restore the building and create pioneer gardens around the house. And there's the house. So for those type of things I'll stop and look at and read you the sign because I don't know how good it's going to come out. Also somewhere along here is an old ski hill. So, okay, there's lots of parking down at the bottom. That's good to know. So if you are driving, you got lots of space to come down. And it is a really pleasant walk. This used to be closed off so you couldn't get down here, but I think that having extended parking makes sense. So we're coming up to a couple more signs. Let's see what they say. I don't know how good you're going to get this since it's in the sun, but since the late 1800s, Milne Hollow has undergone many changes. What began as a homestead was expanded to include the construction of a mill. Eventually, the site was developed as a downhill ski area, which I mentioned. These various uses resulted in dramatic changes to landform, soil profile, and groundwater conditions. This site recently acquired for use as public parkland with the intention of creating a natural trailhead to the East Don River Valley lands. Restoration efforts have aimed to re-establish communities of native trees, shrubs, wildflowers, and plants, development of low-impact trail system, and the creation of landscape features that invoke an understanding of the site's natural heritage are also underway. A distinctive entrance walkway has been planted with butternut trees. This walkway has made it possible through a generous gift from the Milne Hollow Garden Club. Through volunteer planting, thousands of native trees, shrubs, wildflowers, and aquatic plants have been established in the park. So a little background. There's the parking area. You can see quite a few spots. Well, it's just whenever I see something that everyone else ignores, I like to go check it out. So let's walk down here. Interesting rock there, so little stone. Ah, chipmunk. Ah, he's gone. There he is. And he sees me, he's up and I don't see him. Alright, we'll leave him be. And you can see the river down there. And he's not too bothered by me. You really get a view of the river. Maybe you can see it through the foliage there. Maybe here. Yeah, that's a good shot of it. And there's our friend again, so goodbye, Mr. Chipmunk. Yeah, he's really not worried about me. I just want to go back into the shade protection. Second check time. 8 minutes. Okay, so I had to reset there, so sorry if it was a little bumpy, but we're back to where we were. So there you go. Now welcome to the East Don River Trail. The Don River runs through farmland suburbs and downtown from its headwaters in the Oak Ridges Moraine in York Region, where it empties into Lake Ontario. The river was once surrounded by vast tracts of forest, interspersed with wetlands and meadows. But over the last 200 years, human settlement has brought mills, ski hills, golf courses, housing developments, roads, and rail lines that have changed the look of the watershed. The East Don Trail runs through a relatively natural area of the Don River watershed. The Charles Conservation Reserve, Milne Hollow at Lawrence Avenue East, is the northern gateway to the Conservation Reserve and the north entrance to the East Don Trail. The trail connects Milne Hollow to Winford at the south and across the river in the Don Valley Parkway to Moccasin Trail Park. With large undeveloped stretches of land nearby, The natural area found in the Charles Sorel Conservation Reserve provides good places for wildlife along the trail. There are a number of different types of habitat. The upland forests on the valley slopes, open meadows, and young trees in the Milne Valley, and a wetland near the CP rail bridge. The diversity of habitats means that you may see many kinds of wildlife on your visit, such as deer, beaver, fox, hawks, and many species of migratory birds. I have seen a deer, not along this stretch. I did see a deer up by Leslie and Shepherd one night. Be nice to see one here. That would be really pleasant to see. And we'll see what we find. I don't remember this being all paved last time I was along here. Okay, another sign. And then a historical plaque over there, so some stuff to check out here. Forest succession. Natural succession is a process where plant communities replace each other over time. Succession begins after disturbances begun in an area such as fire or clear cutting. As species colonize in the area, they create ideal conditions for the next species to move in by altering soil conditions and providing shade. The forest area has three distinct plant communities that show the progression of plant life from pioneer meadow to shrubland and eventually to climax forest through the process of succession. Each stage offers different habitat features for plants and wildlife. The transition shows between patches are called edges and support high levels of biodiversity by providing multiple habitats. So it shows the little progression here. Starting down here with the New England Asher, which is the meadow. Then moving over here to Staghorn Sumac, which is the shrubland. And then we get into the Pioneer Woodland with the Trembling Aspen. And then we start coming into a mature forest with mature maple. And moving into the climax forest was red oak. So it gives you some idea of how the forest grew and became. And let's go check out this plaque. Oh, two plaques. Okay. This part of the Charles Sorel Conservation Reserve has a rich human history. A spear point over 300 years and found nearby is evidence of the ancient presence of Aboriginal peoples. In 1832, Alexander Milne and his family settled here and founded Milne Ford Mills. Through most of the 19th century, the Milne family shaped this part of the valley into farm fields, pastures, and an industrial site. Milford Mills boasted an early woolen mill and a sawmill, both powered by water diverted to the wire wheels from behind a dam in the Don River. By the 1880s, the site included homes for the Milne family and for mill workers, a number of farm buildings, a store run by the family, and a wagon shop. An active hub of industry and agriculture for nearly 75 years, Milnford Mills succumbed to competition from more modern factories after 1900. The woolen mill was closed in 1911. The Milne family sold this property. And if we go over here, this is after Milnford Mills. So the 20th century saw dramatic land use changes here, from a mill community to a ski hill to a conservation area. The woolen mill on this site was demolished in 1946, so its bricks could be reused. In 1953, the property was acquired by developers to be part of the new Don Mills community. By then, only one building from the Minefield Mills remained, the house that still stands today, which we would have seen up there. The devastating effects of Hurricane Hazel in 1954 led to building restrictions in river valleys, preventing development of this site. In the late 1950s, this part of the Don Valley, which had been logged for the Milne sawmill in the 19th century, was cleared again and became the Don Valley Ski Center, which operated until the 1970s. The area centered its third major phase of development when the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority acquired it in 1992. The valley has returned to a more natural state and named the Charles Cyril Conservation Area. So there you go, a little bit of information. A picture of 1971. Boys hiking at Milne Valley circa 1940. And ski patrol at the Don Valley Ski Center 1965. The hill was one of the first in the region to use artificial snow. Well, there you go. Something you learned today. Figuring we'll get a nice shot of the river here, or the stream. This isn't the Don Valley, this is just one of the feeders. And actually, it looks like it just ends in a pond here. Normally it'd be coming down from there, being down, so unlike last year, it looks like we have low water. But anyway, you can see you really do feel like you got away from it when you're down here. You can still hear the cars, but can't see anything. Oh, you can see that light post, but that's about it. Okay, so I'm going to switch it over again because I'm at 9 minutes. Okay, so let's head back up onto the trail. I promised I wasn't going to do a lot of talking, and it seems all I'm doing is talking. So, but I don't remember all these signs the last time, so we may not see so many once we get further in. Okay, so this is the East Don. So this tells us about the fish that are in here. So the Don River is currently home to 21 species of fish. Most are small, minnow-sized species such as long-nosed dace, black-nosed dace, creek chub, and white suckers, and feed on insects and plankton. These fish can survive in various habitat conditions and are tolerant of the pollution and a naturally high water temperature in the Don. Historically, the Don River had large predatory fish species such as Atlantic salmon and lake trout, but pollution, overfishing, and poor spawning conditions wiped these valued game fish out of the Don by the early 20th century. Since the 1990s, the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources has restocked the Don for sporting fish with Chinook salmon, a large fish native to British Columbia. The Chinook grows to about 1 meter in length and is less sensitive to pollution than the native American salmon. Young Chinook salmon, known as fry, are released into the East Don River annually. The fry remain in the river for about a month to mature, and then they migrate to Lake Ontario and grow into adult fish. A few years later, the fish return to the Don to spawn. Every fall, you can see adult Chinook salmon migrating back up the East Don River in their attempt to spawn. Sadly, the pollution and sedimentation in the Don will prevent them from spawning successfully, so stocking the Don and Lake Ontario is an ongoing process. The East Don River has a good number of spots for viewing the salmon migration. Areas where the water is shallow or where there are shadows of on the water are great places to look for the salmon because it's easier to see what's below the water surface. And we'll keep walking along here. Family wanting to read the sign too. Some stationary wall up. I think this is the nicer view. That shows you just how close the DVP is actually to Don Valley Parkway. Now, here's a site a lot of you probably see as you drive along the DVP. Not this side of it. This is the Rainbow Tunnel. I'm just going to stop and get a picture of it. So, this tunnel, you can see, is painted like a rainbow. I'm going to tell you a story once we're through it. So this was originally painted by a young man in 1971. As you can see from earlier, it was actually built in 1961. So 10 years later, he painted this. B.D. Johnson was his name, and he painted this in commemoration of a friend who died in a car crash just on Don Valley Parkway south of Lawrence, so right around this area. The city constantly painted over it, and he would come back and paint it. The city now recognizes it as a mural and has taken over responsibility for it. And it definitely is a landmark that all of us see, but now you know the reason that was painted. So, and I think it has the name of the people who now manage it. Here, yeah, Mural Roots, and it's the Rainbow Tunnel. So, definitely worth coming out to see. And I think we're going to continue down this way. I don't really have a destination in mind. I just decided to come for a walk. Every so often, the city pops in. If you keep your eyes low, you can miss it. And it's coming up to another tunnel. Definitely a magnificent tree line here. People taking shots of it. Well, nice and cool in the tunnel anyway. Yeah, just for you all to know, this is my first time trying this, so if it doesn't come off well, I'm not going to be surprised. But I keep procrastinating doing this, and everyone says just do it. So I'm just out with my old cell phone on a selfie stick, not having it extended, just holding it. I find it a little better. So, following some advice, which was basically, don't spend a lot of money when you start. Use what you have. Find out if it's a thing you want to do. I'm actually enjoying this, so. If nothing else, it gets me out of the house. Gets me down here, which I haven't done in years, which is great. And now I'll be quiet and let you enjoy. Now, I have to admit, I have no idea where I am right now. I think I'm coming to the end of this walk. There's a little caterpillar hanging there. Things you don't see always. Easy to miss them. A little area to relax. I'm going to see what the sign is, and then I'll decide which direction we're going from here. Looks like it's very similar to the one we had before. Yeah, we've already seen this one. Said welcome to the East Don River, telling us what type of animals are here. So I've seen chipmunks, and I've seen a caterpillar. I'd love to see some deer. Now the question is, where to from here? Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I go down the parking lot and up here I'll get to Don Mills. That's probably my best exit, because otherwise I'm going all the way back through what we've done, or all the way down to Winford. To be good for another walk. So next time we get to that bridge, instead of going across the bridge, we'll just go down. Something for another day, maybe Sunday. Anyway, let's see what this holds for us. So on the path over here, I'd rather not walk on concrete. Aim to get away from concrete. Good picnic area here, as you can see some people picnicking. Picnic bench is available. Family up here, which I'll take from a distance and move away from. I think I'm going to head to the parking lot just to respect their privacy. I'd appreciate it if I was them, so why not? Now, lots of parking down here. Wherever here is. Apparently this will get me up to Don Mills. It'll get me close to home. And it's only 2:37, so I've only been out of the house just over an hour. And I got to escape down here. That's just wonderful to me. Happy Canada Day. So much more relaxed. Good thing to do on a day like today. We got the sunscreen on. Plenty of water, which I haven't touched yet. I might do that when we get to this corner. And I'm a little thirsty. I don't want to consume a lot of water due to lack of washroom facilities these days. So, well, this is quite the odd sign. Don't go in there because the ice is unsafe. No skating, no access. And it's funny how this gate is, because okay, you look at the gate, there's the fence post, the fence ends, there's a pathway in, there's definitely a pathway in. But we don't want to go down there because it's icy on July 1st. Okay, so it looks like we're coming up the other side of the Don, so we got different views of it, which is nice. Looks like we can get a good view of it up here. It's very wide at this point. That's beautiful. Went past 10. Great. I think I'm going to stop it and reset it. Okay. Oh, here we go again. Thought it was going to be a bridge, but I think it's a rail just to prevent you from getting down there. It could be a little slippery and dangerous down there. That's the type of place I would have gone when I was young. No, it's nice to be down here. Oh, some puppies up ahead. They look friendly. Hi, how are you today? I'm pretty good. Good day to be out. Happy Canada Day. Friendly people. I don't know what it's with the ice down here in the summertime, but lots of ice. And again, they put up a fence and there's a pathway around it. We're off the concrete path now. Nice to see some friendly faces out there. Everyone's been pretty friendly down here. I mean, we're all just... Feels weird though walking through here talking to myself. This is beautiful. I'm just hoping you guys are catching this properly. This is really nice. Definitely recommend this walk. This is what I remember. Feeling like you're right out of this city dirt path. Like, right there is the DVP. But so beautiful in here. Very low here. Definitely not an even trail. Watch your footing more than your camera. Trail is very uneven here. I almost feel like I've come to a dead end, which is fine if I have. Oh no, there's a path, kind of. This is beautiful, so I don't mind. This is not the stuff you see in Toronto every day. No, I don't know if I'm on the path anywhere or not, but I really am enjoying it, so I don't care. Eventually I will land to a street. I've got water. And I've got water. Yeah, I think I'm on the pathless and least taken. I'm interested to see where this all goes. I wasn't quite expecting this type of hike today. It's okay. Up we go. Nope. Try and keep my footing here. This is a bit of a challenge, I'll tell you. Oh. Just about to the top. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it easy here for a sec. I've lost one of my water bottles. I don't see it. Damn. I have to bleep that out. Whew. I'm nearly to the top. That looks like a good place to sit for a minute. Oh my, no, I'm not going back. Nice park bench up there by myself for here. I need a drink. Whew. Okay, a little water break there, but boy, what a scene. It was beautiful. Now, if you want to get away from it all for a bit, here's a good spot. Across the valley, you can see those buildings. That would be Railside. Not too far from where we started. Further east, but not too much further north till you got to there. So we'll see where this takes me. I seem to be headed in that direction too. Maybe I'll just head up on the other side of Lawrence. Like I said though, I'm not really worried. Once I'm out of the parks, just hop on the TTC home, and wherever it takes me is where it takes me. Well, we have houses up there. I think we've got backyards, so not a way out. And like I said, not in a rush. Gives me an idea. Civilization's not that far. Imagine having this as your backyard. Very nice. There's a chipmunk up there. I don't know if you guys got to see him. somewhere in here, but they disappear so fast. Okay, now where do I go? One's got a seat there. Looks as if they've got pool up there, very nice. I won't disturb their privacy. Old oil drum or something there. And when this was industrial. Squirrel over there, I don't know. Oh, there he is. No, I've lost him. Oh no, there he is. On that tree. No, that's not him, that's his shadows. He's laughing at me now. Not liking the looks of this. Looks like I might have to go down. I really don't want to go down. It's a long way down there right now. Well, I see a car up there. There's a road ahead. That could be the DVP for all I know. I'm thinking that's Lawrence. Not knowing that I got way ahead. There's the railroad track, so I don't want to go down that way. That's where the GO train comes down from Richmond Hill. On that line, I don't know if you can see it. There, now you can see the tracks. I know, my zoom's are lousy. Now you're going to see why I don't want to go down. It's a long way. I'm going to try to come up this way and see if I can get it.